tremendous thing that has happened in Wetumpka a long time ago. I wasn't here. But,
The very first grade.
you were here?
The first grade tour that we had, that Dr. King did, he brought a doctor, I'll never forget it, Dr. Peter Schultz from Brown University. And we had the first conference right here in this room, and he was standing right here. And he said, I've been all over the world. I can teach more geology in Wetumpka, Alabama than any other place I've ever been. I've never forgotten it. It just blew my mind to think of that.
Two different occasions I have seen some vans pulled off the side of the road, and there were college students that came here. One was out of Louisiana, I think the other had been out of Florida, and they turned those students loose up here just above where the new Waffle House is.
Right.
And they're up there scratching and digging, you know, and I mean, they just get excited. And I've been looking at that stuff for a long time, and you know what it was.
Well, one of our guys last year was a Harvard-educated geologist, which I thought was very interesting, but he kept saying, I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this. And, you know, he kept talking about what a wonderful opportunity we had.
We get calls quite frequently to see how I want to see the crack work. You tell me we hadn't got a hold just so you can send them to. So we have to be creative talking about the rocks and the ruin, the mountains and all, but all of the property that's involved is private property. So the only way that we've been going to be able to capitalize on what we've got is through an interpretive center, because there's not just a hole in the ground that we can go and work from, because you're talking about such a large area that's affected.
So we will never be able to put people like in vans and
Well,
We do that every year,
yeah,
every year.
to show the area.
but I mean like every day.
Hopefully not this week.
Like if it turned into be like a,
Yes.
I mean this looks like a very huge like deal, like something where somebody would be staffed every day eventually.
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking.
What we're hoping, and there are, when Janice says all on private property, it pretty much is, but there is a lot of public property that goes through that private property, like the roads. And you can see lots of things from the road. So one of the things that the Impact Crater Commission is working on is signage. We've written a grant, and we're hoping that that will, come about to maybe get more signage on the public right-of-way where people can know what they're looking at. When you look up at the ridge and that kind of thing. The other thing is, if you have not been on a tour, I would like to offer a tour. Take one of you at a time, two of you at a time, however we can legally do that. But I'll be glad to take you and show you what we show them on the tours. We do the tours, the public tours in February this year. It'll be February 23rd. We also have a school day on that Friday. And we last year took, I think, 8 classes of students. And actually, when I say classes, it was like all the gifted students from 3 different schools. So they all did that. And then we had some 3rd graders and 4th graders that were able to do it from other schools. We're trying to serve the locals first, that the word gets out, and I've had people call and say, bring a busload of students tomorrow. How's tour guides? Well, we can't do that yet. We'd like to be able to do it. Winslow, Arizona has just a mile across crater. Ours is about 5 miles. So they charge $20. Just to look at that little mile across thing. Ours is so much better.
Some of the viewing spots are behind CVS, First Community Bank, Heritage Springs Road, Buck Ridge Road, up on top of Ball Knob. They get out and walk out there and take a look at it. But there's really some good places to stop and look that I've been passing by for years and haven't paid attention to. But that's basically the area that we're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, one question, and I very much support this after I realize what it means for the city in terms of tourism and so forth, so I support it, but I'm just curious, are we kind of going in the direction of a joint venture with the city and the county, as well as impact credit, long term in terms of, I guess I say, management, economic development dollars, how does that?
Well, and that's what exactly why we were doing this, to try to make it an entity that can accept dollars without the county and the city having to every time agree on every single thing. This group would be the ones that would make those decisions about where to go after the money, and how, to do this. We're hoping to maybe set up a foundation where people can donate towards it, but there are all kinds of opportunities out there. But with the way it is right now, because it's such a big thing, and it will affect our entire county, the river region, the state.
Okay. So, in terms, I guess, and I don't know if I'm putting the cart before the horse, but in terms of down the road, employees, who would have the say so? Would it be that credit commission itself, or with the city and county? How would that work?
If the contract goes with the Wetumpka Gateway Development Corporation, then they would do that. And they would hire staff, like a curator or whatever else, that would actually do that management.
And then the city would have appointments to that board.
All right, now, from what I read in this, when you take control of the 26 acres, then you accept the upkeep, the maintenance.
No, we haven't said that. Those are the things that we do have to discuss, because we're volunteers. Every one of us have businesses or, lives. We're just volunteers. We don't have salaries or anything else at this point. But, I guess it could be something that could be, part of the contract. But that would be the things we would have to.
Let me ask you this, that one of your upcoming future meetings of this Gateway group, that you invite the council.
Better like it every time.
But
Yeah.
invite the council to come and then just lay it all out on the table to where they have it, and they'll have a clear understanding of what this whole thing is about, because some of them are coming in on the tail end of what's been going on for all these years. And I know that's a good update.
Right, but I understand, there'll be questions, and I
And
realize.
then have the opportunity to digest some of this, and then if they have additional questions, then they put it, for instance, there's a sign up there that says, "Welcome to the city of Wetumpka." If Wetumpka ever wanted to upgrade, and that is the property that they would want to sign on, say, and it may not be, but would they still be able to use?
Yeah, those are
So
the
those are
kinds
the
of
things that I think would need to be worked out.
Sure.
Plus the time frame, like how many years are we talking about?
Well, it's been 85 million years.
Well, we've only known about it for 14, and, actually just started really working very hard the last 4 years on development of something like this.
Did you say you'd already looked at some grants?
We've been looking at grants, and we have actually gone to people and talked to them about grants. But again, one of the things that several of them say, unless you have local buy-in, we're not gonna say, this is part of what we're trying to do to make this a reality. If you have 25 volunteers trying to make decisions, it's not gonna work. So we've got to make sure that we get the right people. And yes, we want input from the city as to who should serve on that, and who will, have the kind of things. Maybe I'm not the best person, maybe there's somebody else that should do that. Because I've been working with